Hello everyone, Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Hope you're doing fantastically well wherever you are in the world. XinFin XDC on our radar today. We're going to look quickly at XSwap as well and Metablox, both projects being utilized via the XDC mainnet. Before we do that, just want to raise quick awareness of World Water Day. This is to help encourage awareness around the fact of the poor quality of water in some countries around the world. Over 2 billion people do not have access to safe, clean water. And of course, clean water and fresh water in general, trying to raise awareness of removing chemicals from our water. Of course, so many things in there these days. Who knows what we're drinking and eating? Well, I thought I'd throw that out there because it is an important topic, certainly something I'm interested in. Do go check out worldwaterday.org. That's not a sponsored ad, by the way. That's just me trying to do my bit. Guys, XSwap we covered in a previous video recently. This is an first AMM built on XDC XinFin's technology. And couple of things. First of all, they are launching the mainnet, I believe, this week. If not done so already, I haven't seen if it's actually live yet or not. I don't think it is just yet. Just confirmation there, not quite ready, but it looks like it might be launching this week or next week. I put yes, I'm excited, but clearly 11% of people, no, I don't care. Are you ready for the XSwap mainnet? So funny, people out there. So yeah, looking forward to that. There has been a spike in the price of XSwap. I'm going to have to use CoinMarketCap because unfortunately on TradingView it shows the wrapped Ethereum and I haven't a clue how on earth to use that. I'm not going to lie. So we had a very nice uptake here. In fact, to be fair, I don't even think I can pull it up in this section either. Let's have a quick look. No, pointless. So yeah, unfortunately I can't do all the usual cool stuff on this one, but just to point out really this nice almost double effect really from these positions down here, 16th 17th of March up to now. So good moves. I was buying down at these areas. It's been something in my crypto groups on WhatsApp. A couple of people keep throwing this one in my face, getting really excited about it, and then I did more research and I got excited about it too. So I bought a small batch here. I was very tempted up at these regions earlier today to grab them. Sorry, I think it was yesterday. But no, I stopped myself and thought, you know what, I'm just going to be patient. The mainnet news has come out. Of course, it's going to be exciting. I'm just going to see if it hovers back down to these lower regions, maybe 0.005 to 0.004. See how that plays out. But in all honesty, the price of this compared to where I feel it will be in the future is still very minimal, but I still don't want to lose money or the potential to lose money. So I'm just going to wait, hold tight. Did get a nice batch down here, so we'll see how that goes. So just keep an eye on this. We will probably do a video on XSwap this week for people who want more information around this. Currently, I get mine on Bitrue. I do believe you can buy it directly via the XSwap protocol website as well, a bit further down via Indacoin. I haven't used that before, so I can't really recommend it or anything, but it is an option. We can for sure cover that in the next video. But yeah, very exciting project, and as I said, being built on XDC network, so absolutely brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how it develops. And there's also staking opportunities. I linked up some that I pulled across from Bitrue to do a tester, thinking, oh yeah, this is great. It's come across, it came up on my XDC Pay, and I get told that I need 3 million XSP tokens to stake. It was around about, well, probably a bit more now actually. Now it's gone up a bit more. It was around about $5,000 or something. It was a bit crazy for something that's quite new, but I guess they're rewarding their early adopters, right? So I might have got my maths wrong there, but I think it's around that mark. But yeah, I thought that was a bit extravagant. Hopefully they'll sort that out. It says 13% per month here. I might need to double check that because it does say XSP staking rewards have been reduced to 3% monthly. That was on the 19th. There's a timestamp here, but I have not seen that reflected on here yet. So something's a bit of a miss there. We'll keep an eye on that. Next bit of interesting information from XDC's ecosystem is Metablox. A couple of posts they put here recently, pushing the narrative of live events, football and sports coming as well, which is pretty standard in most metaverse projects coming out for sure. Very interested to see how that looks when it's finished. This I thought was quite interesting. This reminds me of Black Mirror. Our unique incentivization system encourages interaction and networking between users. The community can rate and classify the user, and the rating stars can be converted to Metablox tokens. Does this or does this not look, obviously a bit of virtual reality going on here, of course. This is Black Mirror. This is pretty much the social scoring that's been going on in China for quite some time, but being rewarded for your, well, they call it trust value. I call this social scoring, to be honest. I don't know why they just don't call it what it is. Maybe they didn't want to use that narrative because it's linked so heavily with the likes of Agenda 30, World Economic Forum, and so on and so forth. But that is what it is, right? So very, very interesting movements there from Metablox. Just a reminder, the first metaverse to be built on XDC XinFin, so probably going to benefit from the really low transaction fees and operation perspectives. I don't think it's full yet. The website's gone a bit weird. I think that's just my internet, as always. There was a opportunity, if you were the first 5,000 users, you can have access to some NFTs and things. So I will perhaps do a video on Metablox separately. Looks like they're still asking for applications, so worth doing if you haven't done so already, and then you can claim your NFT land. It says claim now actually, so I might check that out for our video, but keep an eye on them. And then finally wrapping up to XDC XinFin, nothing major happening from either their main site XinFin or indeed the XDC Foundation, but we will indeed catch up with these guys towards the weekend coming up. We will be doing some interesting information around BIS developments and latest projects involving all the CBDCs and things like this, as well as all the other cool stuff that XT is doing. But I just thought make the video a bit different today and focus on a couple of the ecosystem projects to just show you there's not just about a ledger system. There's loads of things going on, and that's just two things, by the way. There's loads of other options and things going on too. And do check out the XDC Pay app Chrome extension. It does give you your wallet address with XDC on the front, which is very nice to see finally. But yeah, I was having a couple of teething issues with it. I think it needs a bit more development. For sure, I'm pretty sure they are mirroring or using a white listed a white label kind of system like MetaMask, to be honest. The layout is exactly the same. But we'll go through that as well in a video to come, because then we can show you the XSP, how to add that to the wallet. Also, keep those safe in your wallets. Guys, let's jump into the chart of XDC. We've had a nice little move in the last sort of month or so for XDC. It's not gigantic, but I'm not complaining because I do really enjoy XDC around these prices. Obviously, I would enjoy them a lot lower. At 4.7 cents was always the one I'd love to see a number of. But we can't complain. For sure, we've had a nice stabilization around this 5.5 cent mark. It's not dipped lower than 5 cents, which is something we picked up on the Veracity video yesterday. It's very similar. A lot of the projects now are showing this sideways movement. There's a couple of other positive attributes to take from these kind of moves. One being, if I can move this, there we go. One being that the sell-offs and the buy-ins aren't sporadic anymore. They're quite stabilized. And for sure, one good thing about XDC in particular is the volumes have been out of intake rather than sell-off. So any sell-offs that have happened in the last month or so have been so minimal to the point where they're not even really registering much at all. So nice stabilization. Volume is trickling in, and I do think we are primed for XDC to do some great things this year, in my opinion, as well as, of course, a few years' time, which is what I'm mainly focused on. But I do think we have an opportunity in the coming months and throughout this year to take some big advantages of XDC's movements. And as I've always said, XDC is extremely undervalued considering what it's capable of doing, what it's doing now, and yeah, for sure what it will be doing is going to be absolutely mental. RSI wise is very much in the middle ground. So me personally, I'm not going to be buying just yet. I'm just waiting to see after this nice uptake of all assets pretty much the last few days, whether that stabilizes or not. I'm not going to just jump in because everything looks green. I would like to see a few more dips. Probably won't come as low as they have been before, but indeed I'm going to be hovering around that sort of 5 cent mark. So at the moment, being in these sort of very near middle territories, what I mean by that is pretty much 50. 28 days showing 45, so that's still relatively respectable if you're looking at something maybe in a month's time to look back at. But yeah, for now, I'm just holding tight for a couple of days. If it shoots up, I'm not going to complain because I was buying like an absolute crazy person these last couple of months, and that's what it's about, taking profits along the way eventually as well when I get to nice decent numbers. Probably won't do that personally until we get maybe over that 10 cent mark, but I think we're still a bit far off that. Last time we were sort of anywhere near that was back here in the beginning of January, and that was still coming on the way down from the tail off and the highs of 20 cents. Honestly, I would be over the moon if all the ones I was buying down at these 4.5, 4.7 cent marks get to 20 cents again, for sure. Because we did a video, I think it was like maybe 6 months ago, where I showed someone had put that really cool like list together of what fish are you based on the amount of XTC you got, and I had this ambition to hit many targets quickly, and I was able to do that, and I was quite blessed in that perspective the last couple of months. Really excited about this project. In case you can't tell, 36% down on the 3 months here on the right hand side, and the indicators we're in a neutral perspective, like pretty much very much actually suggests what we've just been saying about this stabilized pattern. I wouldn't be angry to buy in right now, like that's not financial advice or anything, but yeah, just waiting, just lingering, for trying to be a bit more greedy personally. But that weekly is showing nice and green, albeit only 1.7%. But this monthly is really cool. This is dragged down quite significantly now from where it was. Can it turn green? We'll have to see. If the momentum keeps going the way it is in the market, we might just see that. But I do anticipate a bit of a ripple effect. Like I said, tomorrow in the UK we got our budget reports. Let's see how those go. We've already had the inflation conversations in the UK and in the US as well, big ones last week, and it put in a good positive momentum because I think people are now realizing where they're going to be. Okay, maybe I'll remove my assets out of these other places or concentrate my money into other areas, and hopefully most of it will come to crypto because they'll realize that there's an opportunity here. So let's take a look at that as time progresses. Very much still low on the 6 months, and the 3 months here, 36%. That is coming down very slowly, and that's what we said videos ago. This is a long process for sure. I think in a couple of months' time, this is going to be showing a nice green effect, and the same for the other ones. Really, if we can take in the next 6 months all these to green, that would be incredible. Because like I said, right now I feel like XDC is very nicely poised. And if you have been taking advantage, I do believe that we're going to see some very nice rewards. Well-deserved rewards, I feel as well. We've been extremely patient with XDC for some time. But I think the future is massive, not just this year, but years to come. So it's by far nowhere near over. Guys, I'm going to wrap that up there. Let us know what you've been doing with XDC the last few months. Have you been accumulating like a mad person like I have been? And what do you think about these other projects as well? Are you involved in anything like the XSP? Are you excited about Metablox? Any other projects as well using XDC that you want us to cover? Do shout them out in the comments. We always like to try to cover as many projects as possible for you guys. But we'll leave that there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next XDC video. Bye guys.